Cheerleading was a combination of blood, sweat, tears, and near death.
You're slithering.
Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
What's up, guys? It's your boy Marcel Family, back with another banger. No, I'm kidding. Back with another video that I had been planning to do for a while, but I didn't know how a lot of people would feel about me doing this instead of doing something else that I had planned, which I'm not even gonna talk about because I'm not gonna do it. Today's video is what it was like to be a male cheerleader. If you guys don't know, and I don't know how you wouldn't, I was on the cheerleading team this past school year for my high school. All right, so backstory on this. So my freshman year, I had known how to do a couple of skills, back handspring, back tuck, round off handspring tuck, layout, stuff like that. And I went to the coach and like the first, I think it was probably like the first week of school, like second day of school. I was like, you know, do you guys have cheer tryouts coming up, or is there any way I can join the team? Because I didn't know when tryouts were. And you know, she was looking at me and she was like, no, you know, we have practice tryouts during the last school year, and yeah, you have to wait till April to try out. And I was like, dang. April comes around and I go in there, I go into the meeting. I'm the only guy, but by this time a couple of the cheerleaders like knew who I was because I could tumble. I walk in, they kind of look at me and they're like, are you trying out? And I'm like, no, I'm just here. Of course I'm trying out. Well, that was a plan at the time. And then I found out that they didn't do competitions because of something that had happened in previous years. So I was like, forget that. I'm trying to get a scholarship and I'm not gonna be seen if I'm sitting at the football field going like that. I dipped, I had left the meeting immediately. April of sophomore year came. I went to the meeting and they said they were competing next year, and I was like, all right, this is the time. I was excited and I was kind of nervous at the same time because they told me if I made the team, I would be the first boy in the school's history of making the cheer team. Tryouts came and they definitely went differently than I had imagined in my head, at least reaction-wise. But like, this is definitely how I imagine tryouts go. All right, you guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Hey, I'm here to try out for the team. But after tryouts, we did the spring game, which was my first game, and there was a couple things wrong with that game. You know, I didn't have a uniform because I was the first male. They didn't have like a uniform ready for me on the spot. So I just wore a black long sleeve with my school's name on it. And I had to wear some Air Prestos because I don't have any shoes. On that note, the shoes, the cheer shoes, oh my, these things, oh my gosh, these fake behind penny loafers. So these look like something my 3rd grade music teacher wore to the bingo tournament. They look like regular shoes, and then once you like look at them close up, you're like, what the heck are these? I didn't know Nike made orthopedic shoes. These shoes make it feel like I'm tumbling barefoot on Legos. Another thing about like when you cheer is that cheerleading has this like secret, sacred language that you'll never understand if you don't do cheer. And cheerleaders know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, Marcel Finley? Yep, that's me. All right, let me see that standing tuck. That's all I can really. Punch front, round off, Arabian, Rudy, handspring, whip, kick, double. What the? Someone asked me, how is it when you go to competitions and stuff? It was fun being able to go to competitions, and every now and then you'll like see another guy and y'all look at each other like, you know why I'm here. When it comes to being a guy on the cheer team, a lot of people only think 1 or 2 things. They think 1, oh, he's gay. Or they think 2, he's just trying to be on the team so he can get a bunch of women around him. If you said number 2, you're correct. Fast forward a little bit into the summer of the school year, and we went to this thing called UCA camp. And if you don't remember what that was, it was in my past video. It was in one of my first videos. It was a vlog. It was a 3-day vlog about this camp that we went to in Daytona Beach. So you go and about 15, it depends on how big the camp is, but like 15 other teams were there when we were there. 15 other teams of about 30 girls or so each at the largest. Me and one other dude were the only dudes at the camp. So we were at this camp of probably 300 or 400 girls. Loving life. I ended up staying in this dorm by myself. Basically, my coach told me I had a room by myself, so I was like, oh sweet, so I don't have a roommate or anything. And so we're all like, you know, just kind of like, oh yeah. And I get to the dorm, I have the entire dorm. So I have this room, that room, the room down there, and then the 2 bathrooms in the living room that's in the dorm to myself. And I can't even lie, it was kind of freaky. I'd be in there at 10 o'clock at night, and it would be pitch black outside. It would be kind of dark in the dorm, and it would be dead quiet because I'd be the only one in there. Man, I'd be sitting there like, is anybody here?
Hey, what up?
Ow! Summer conditioning. When we did summer conditioning, we would go out into the hot Florida sun at noon to the track, the black track. It's probably 95 degrees out there, no clouds in the sky. And coach would be like, all right, give me a mile. But in cheerleading, it's not just regular conditioning. You don't just do regular stuff. They want you to jump through a flaming hoop on a skateboard and then do a backflip out of that and then land perfectly. If you don't stick it, that's 35 push-ups. But at the end of the day, you know, cheerleading was all right and all. It's a lot of hard work, and sometimes it can mess you up mentally. Like I said earlier, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. You're giving up your body physically, and it really probably caused the most stress that I've ever felt in my life at one time. But yeah, like with that being said, cheerleading tryouts are in a week.